हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। तो हम लोग स्प्रिंग फोर्सेस के ऊपर काम कर रहे थे। पिछले वीडियो में हमने कंसेप्ट बताया था स्प्रिंग फोर्सेस में, अगर फिर रिमेंबर, उसमें हमने एक फॉर्मूला दिया था एफ एस इज इक्वल टू माइनस के एक्स। हमने लिखा था एफ एस पी लिखा था, सो और शॉर्ट कर देते हैं। एफ एस मीन्स इट इज द स्प्रिंग फोर्स एंड एक्स इज द एलोंगेशन और कंप्रेशन, राइट। स्प्रिंग को या तो एलोंगेट किया या कंप्रेस किया है, तो ये सिचुएशन होता है। मतलब इस तरह से है, सपोज इट इज द स्प्रिंग, राइट, एंड इस पर फोर्स एफ लगा हुआ है, सो ए एलोंगेट होता है। एफ लगाने के बाद थोड़ा सा नॉर्मल लेंथ सपोज ये है, राइट। अब उसके ऊपर फोर्स लगा है तो इसमें एलोंगेशन कितना हो गया, दिस इज एक्स। या फिर कंप्रेस करते हैं तो ओरिजिनल लेंथ इज दिस, इफ इट इज कंप्रेस्ड सो this length becomes this, original length is this one. So this is force applied in this direction, right? So this is the compression. So either it is elongation or compression. This formula is applicable where F is the spring force. जैसे आप इसको खींचते हैं तो स्प्रिंग इधर अपनी तरफ खींचता है, ये डायरेक्शन है Fs का, और इस केस में ये डायरेक्शन है Fs का, राइट। जब कंप्रेस करते हैं तो स्प्रिंग फोर्स इन दिस डायरेक्शन, जब स्ट्रेच करते हैं या एक्सपैंड करते हैं सो स्प्रिंग फोर्स इज इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन। सो स्प्रिंग फोर्स इज ऑलवेज इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन टू द डिस्प्लेसमेंट। ये होता है, इन दिस केस देयर इज कंप्रेशन, राइट, और इन दिस केस elongation. So concept is clear. In this situation, this is the formula because displacement is opposite to the spring force, that is why it is negative as far as we are taking the vector form. So यहाँ पर magnitude इसलिए लिखा है क्योंकि elongation और compression it can be controlled by plus or minus. So directly we can take the magnitude also, right? अब एक क्वेश्चन है इस सिचुएशन में, this is the spring, this is the massless pulley, massless thread, two masses of 2 kg and 3 kg are hanging. So हमको फाइंड आउट करना है कि व्हाट इज द एक्सटेंशन इन दिस एंड दिस के, व्हाट इज दिस के? के इज कॉल्ड द स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट, स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट। सो व्हाट इज द एलोंगेशन इन दिस? सपोज एलोंगेशन इज इक्वल टू एक्स, राइट, x meter. So we have to find the value of x and the spring constant is equal to k. So what is the value of x? अब इस पे हम FBT बना करके एंड नेट फोर्सेस जो एक्ट कर रहे हैं इसके ऊपर हम उस तरह से इसको निकाल सकते हैं। So क्या देखना है कि फोर्सेस किस तरह से एक्ट कर रहे हैं। अभी this is 2 kg and this is 3 kg. So here 2g will act downward, here also 3g will act downward. And since it is one string, tension everywhere will be same. So this is T and tension in this direction on these masses will be like this. And this point tension will act in this direction. Here also tension will act in this direction. Since this mass is more than this one, body will start moving in this direction with acceleration A, and this will go up with acceleration A, right? So if you are making the equation of motion, that is net force causes acceleration and the direction of acceleration is also mentioned. So accordingly, Newton's third law, we will find what is the net force which is causing acceleration in this mass. So we will say 3g minus t, 3g minus t is equal to 3a, right? Similarly, this mass is going up, tension is causing the acceleration, so tension and the opposite force is 2g, so net force is t minus 2g, that is equal to how much? 2a. So from these two equations, if you look at this t and t will go, if you are adding these two equations, so we will get g is equal to 5a. Therefore A is equal to g by, if g is equal to 10 meters per second square, then what is the acceleration? that is 10 by 5, that is 2 meters per second square. And once acceleration is known, we can find the value of t. Suppose this is equation 1, this is 2, then from second equation, t is equal to 2g plus 2a, right? So put the values of g and a and get the value of t. So therefore, t is equal to 2 into 10 plus 2 into 2. That is, it is 24 Newton. Means value of t, the tension we got at this point, pulley is being pulled by how much force? 2t, right? And since upward, there is some extension in this, let the extension be x. So force acting in upward direction is Fs is equal to, by magnitude if you are taking, I will say kx, because I have shown the direction by arrow, so that is why I have written the magnitude. Fs is equal to kx. Direction already mentioned. Fs is acting in upward direction and magnitude is kx, right? So Fs is kx and these two forces will be equal. This Fs will be equal to 2t in this case. Now Fs is equal to 2t, that is equal to how much? 2 into 24, that is 48. That is 48 Newton. And Fs is equal to kx, that is kx is equal to 48. Therefore, x is equal to 48 by k. And we know the value of k. K is given over here. K is equal to 96 Newton per meter. Value of k of the spring, that is spring constant for this spring, is given 96 Newton per meter. Therefore, x is equal to 48 upon 96, that is 1 by 2. It will go 2 times. That is equal to 0.5. Therefore, extension is equal to 0.5 meter. So this is the answer. I think concept is clear. So students, see another question. Setup is like this. It is a spring balance. Spring balance measures the weight, right? It is spring balance. One pulley is attached. With this pulley, through a string, two masses A and B are attached, and in between there is one spring S2. This is S1 is the spring balance. Of course, in spring balance, what is there? Spring is there inside, right? That is being pulled and pointer is attached. ये कैसा होता है कि इसके अंदर स्प्रिंग रहता है, उसमें पॉइंटर अटैच रहता है. वेट के हिसाब से पॉइंटर मूव करता है और उसका वेट बताता है. ठीक है, कोई स्प्रिंग बैलेंस है, उसमें हमने एक वेट लटका दिया तो वो स्प्रिंग के को खींचता है नीचे एंड स्प्रिंग से पॉइंटर अटैच्ड रहता है, उस पर रीडिंग रहता है. उसका कैलिब्रेशन इस तरह से किया रहता है कि डिफरेंट वेट के लिए उस हिसाब से वो मूव करता है. बिकॉज एक्सटेंशन इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द फोर्स एक्टिंग. वेट बढ़ाते जाएंगे, एक्सटेंशन बढ़ते जाएगा, पॉइंटर नीचे मूव करेगा. सो उस हिसाब से रीडिंग रहता है. इस तरह समझ में आता है कि इसका वेट कितना है, मतलब इस पर जितना फोर्स लगेगा उतना वो एक्सटेंड हो जाएगा. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ओवर हियर. सो इट मींस you have to find the extension in this or simply the weight measured by this S1, measured by spring balance, that is W we have to find out. Extension in this string we have to find out, and what is given? Mass of this is given, mass of this is given. Spring constant, that is for S2 and S1 both are given. For spring constant for this as well as for this given. So we can find the weight also, we can find the extension in the spring also, both can be found out. So अब बनाते हैं इसको. So concept is same. अब इसमें एक चीज देखनी है कि इस पर कौन कौन से फोर्सेस एक्ट कर रहे हैं. ये स्ट्रिंग से कनेक्टेड है, ये स्प्रिंग है. Another string is over here. So suppose T1 is acting on this, tension in the string. So naturally T1 is act over here also. यहां पर भी T1 एक्ट करेगा, यहां पर भी T1 डाउनवर्ड एक्ट करेगा. For this string, let it be T2 and this is T2. अब इस पर स्प्रिंग फोर्स पे कुछ एक्सटेंशन होगा. एक्सटेंशन इज सपोज x2. सो इस पर जो स्प्रिंग फोर्स आएगा, सो दैट इज Fs2. क्या होगा? तो हम बोलेंगे Ks2 x2. Ks2 क्या है? स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट ऑफ दिस स्प्रिंग एंड x2 इज द एक्सटेंशन एंड Fs2 इस पर लगने वाला स्प्रिंग फोर्स. सो दिस इज द रिलेशन वी कैन सी ओवर हियर, राइट. अब देखा जाए तो एक डाउनवर्ड फोर्स B का मास कितना दिया है? 6 kg. दैट इज 6 kg ये है. इसका मास कितना है? दैट इज 4 kg. सो 6g will act downward. Here 4g will act downward, right? And this mass is more than this, so there will be acceleration in this direction and it will go up with acceleration. This is the setup and this kind of motion will be there and we have to find these quantities. अब इसमें हम FBD बना लेते हैं. Since it is coming down 6g minus t, that will be the net force. Before that I'll do one thing. देखिए इसमें Ks2 x2 जो Fs2 फोर्स है, सो जितना फोर्स ऊपर लग रहा है स्प्रिंग उसी फोर्स से नीचे खींच रहा है. मीन्स T1 विल बी इक्वल टू Fs2. इसी तरह से ये इसको ऊपर खींच रहा है, सो T2 विल ऑल्सो बी इक्वल टू Fs2. हम देख रहे हैं कि T1 राइट इज इक्वल टू Fs2. ये Fs2 इज एक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड, हियर Fs2 इज एक्टिंग अपवर्ड. यहां पर डाउनवर्ड एक्ट कर रहा है, यहां पर एक्सटेंशन हो गया ना, इसको खींच रहा है ना. सो दिस फोर्स विल बी इक्वल टू दिस फोर्स. सिमिलरली ये T2 नीचे खींच रहा है इसको, तो ये ऊपर खींच रहा है. हियर T2 इज ऑल्सो इक्वल टू Fs2. देयरफॉर T1 इज इक्वल टू T2. ये रिलेशन भी ध्यान में रखना है कि T1 इज इक्वल टू T2. अब ये टेंशन जो आएगा दैट विल बी इक्वल टू दिस टेंशन, और यहां पर T1 इज इक्वल टू Fs2. इन शॉर्ट आप देखेंगे कि ये टेंशन, ये फोर्स और ये फोर्स सभी इक्वल हैं एंड ऑल आर इक्वल टू T1. इन शॉर्ट वी कैन कंसीडर फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर वन स्ट्रिंग इटसेल्फ, राइट. और उसके बाद हम एक्सटेंशन के x2 लेकर के हम उसका एक्सटेंशन निकाल सकते हैं. नाउ सो व्हाट डू वी नोटिस? That is T1 is equal to T2 is equal to Fs2. This is finally we got this. Now we will make FBD. So it is coming down. So we will write 6g minus T1 that is equal to 6a. Net force 6g नीचे लग रहा है, T1 ऊपर लग रहा है, एक्सेलरेशन इस डायरेक्शन में है, तो 6g minus T1 is the net force, Newton's second law, and this is going with acceleration a, so 6a. Similarly for this, T2 is acting upward and 4g is acting downward, it is going up, so we will write T2 minus 4g that is equal to 4a, right. अब since T1 is equal to T2, this is equation number 1, equation number 2. So the equation 2 can be written as T1 minus 4g is equal to 4a, since T1 is equal to T2, right? Clear? अब first equation is this and this is equation number 3. So we'll adding 1 and 3. 1 and 3 को जब ऐड करेंगे तो क्या होगा? T1 and T1 will go 6g minus 4g. We will write down over here. That is 6g minus T1 is equal to 6a. T1 minus 4g is equal to 4a. If you are adding these two, so T1 and T1 will go. Therefore, 2g is equal to 10a. Therefore, a is equal to 2g by 10. That is 2 into 10 by 10. 10 से 10 will go. That is 2. So a is equal to 2 meters per second square. This is the acceleration we got. Means with this acceleration it will come down and it will go up. Right? Therefore, from 1, therefore from equation 1, 6g minus t1 is equal to 6 into this 2. Therefore, t1 is equal to 6g minus 12. That is equal to 6 into 10 minus 12. That is equal to 60 minus 12. That is equal to 48 Newton. So T1 we got. T1 is equal to 48 Newton. Right? Here we have considered G is equal to 10 meters per second square. This is the acceleration we have considered. So we got the value of T1. This tension we got. So here T1 and T1. So upward Fs1 is equal to T1 we got. So that is equal to 2 into that is 48. So 2 into 48 is equal to 96 Newton. Means Fs1 is equal to 96 Newton. So what did we get? Fs1 means force on this spring balance is 96 Newton. So weight measured by spring balance will be 96 Newton. Therefore, W weight measured is equal to 96 Newton. Right? This is the weight of the object. Weight of this setup measured by this one is equal to 96. Now we have to find the extension in this. Right? So what do we notice? That Ks2x2, like Fs2 is equal to how much? That is T1. Fs2 is equal to T1. What is Fs2? Ks2x2. So Ks2 x2 is equal to T1. And what is Ks2? Ks2 is 80 Newton per meter. Therefore, 80 into x2 is equal to T1, that is 48 Newton. Right? So, therefore, x2 is equal to 48 upon 80. So, that is 0.6 meter. So, extension is equal to 0.6 meter in case of this spring. And weight is known, we can find the extension also in the spring of S1. So we can find let the extension in the spring of spring balance is equal to x1. That will be extension in this just because of load. एक्सटेंशन होगा कि नहीं? तो एक्सटेंशन निकालने के लिए हम निकाल सकते हैं एफ S1 is equal to how much? 2T1. So through this relation we can find the extension x1, that is Ks1 into x1 is equal to 2 into what is T1? T1 is 48 Newton, right? And Ks1 120 Newton per meter. So 120 into x1 is equal to 2 into 48. So therefore x1 is equal to 2 into 48 upon 120. So 10 times, that is 4 times, that is 0.8 meter. Therefore x1 we got 0.8 meter. So all the answers we got. We got extension in this, extension in this, and the weight measured by this is equal to 96. So see children, there is another question. It is a very good question. There is a lift, and in this is a spring, and it is attached with the pulley. Two masses are connected and passing through this pulley. The string is passing through the pulley, and this whole lift is moving with 2 meters per second square acceleration in upward direction. So what is the extension in this spring? That is the question. So here we can solve this problem in two ways. So first method I will just look at. First one, here we will consider, since it is moving up, observer is standing outside. One observer is here, right? वो क्या देख रहा है? ये जमीन पर खड़ा है. Suppose ये ऐसा दिख रहा है इसको कि this mass is going with acceleration a1 and it is going with acceleration a2. अब ये देख रहा है, इसको लग रहा है कि ये और ये with this acceleration it is going up. And this pulley is moving with which acceleration? It is 2 meters per second. For lift is going, means this is moving with, this pulley P is moving with acceleration 2 meters per second square. Right? अब ऑब्जर्वर को ये लग रहा है कि भाई ये A2 से जा रहा है, ये A1 से ऊपर जा रहा है, पुली itself is going with acceleration A. So हम, अगर आपने देखा होगा कंस्ट्रेंट मोशन में हमने एक रिलेशन बताया था कि if both are moving the same direction with acceleration A1 and A2, so we are having one relation, right? A1 plus A2 by 2 is equal to acceleration of this pulley AP, right? And AP, acceleration of this is 2 meters per second square. Therefore A1 plus A2 is equal to 2 into 2, that is 4. So one relation we got in A1 and A2, that is equal to 4. This is the first relation we got, right? Now observer is saying that both are going up, right? Let the tension in the string be T. This is T over here, at this point it is T downward acting. So if we are making the free body diagram of A and B, so here mg, g is equal to 10 meters per second square, mass is 4, so 40 Newton is acting downward. Here mb is 8 and 8 into 10, that is 80 Newton is acting downward. Since it is going up, so we will make net force will act T minus 80. T minus 80 is equal to 8A2. Getting my point? A2 is upward, T is upward, and 80 Newton is downward. So net force, since it is going up, so T will be more than this. So T minus 80 is equal to 8A2. Similarly, it is also going up. हम एक रिलेशन इधर बना देंगे, T minus 40 is equal to 4A1. राइट? ये दो रिलेशन बन गए. अगेन हमको A1 A2 में एक रिलेशन मिल जाएगा. So if we are subtracting, this is second equation, this is third equation, subtracting 3 from 2, so this is a minus, this is plus, this is minus. So this T will go, what will minus 80 plus 40. कितना हो जाएगा ये? That is minus 40, that is equal to 8A2 minus 4A1. Or we can say 4A1 minus 8A2, that is equal to 40. माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, इसको ट्रांसफर इधर कर दिया, उसको उधर कर दिया. तो 4A1 minus 8A2. We can divide both the sides by 4. Therefore, that is A1 minus 2A2 is equal to 10. We got equation number 4. So with the help of equation 1 and 4, we can find the value of A1 or A2. Either of these two we'll find, and then we can find the value of T. So from 1 and 4, that is A1 plus A2, that is equal to 4, and here A1 minus 2A2, that is equal to 10. Now you will subtract this one from this, so sign will get changed. That is minus A1 and A1 will go, we will get 3A2, that is equal to minus 6. Therefore, A2 is equal to minus 2 meters per second square. 4 minus 10 is minus 6 minus 2. Here we are getting A2 is negative. It means the direction which you have chosen as positive. This direction was taken as positive. So the downward direction will be negative. Right? This is positive, then this direction is negative. So it means observer will say that it is coming down. It is not going up. Our assumption is it is up. So mathematical calculation automatically it adjusts and accordingly sign comes. Whatever is the reality, it comes by mathematical steps, and finally whatever conclusion comes, that is the exact situation. So हमने ऊपर assume किया है, लेकिन mathematics solution बताता है no, it is not going up, it is coming down with 2 meters per second square. Now with the help of this, the value of A2 and the equation this, we can find the value of T. So from 2 T minus 8T is equal to 8A2. Therefore T is equal to 8T plus 8A2. A2 is minus 2. Right? So this is 8T minus 16, that is 54 Newton. That is not 54, it is 64 Newton. Right? So finally we got T is equal to 64 Newton. समझ में आई बात? चलो भाई, इस पर जो फोर्स लग रहा है वो कितना है? 2T. Right? Therefore 2T is equal to how much? 2 into 64, that is how much? 128 Newton. ठीक है? It is 128 Newton. So force by the spring is Fs. It means Fs is equal to 128 Newton. It is Fs is acting downward, upward, and 2T is acting downward. Therefore, Fs is equal to 128 Newton. Therefore, it is Kx is equal to 128 Newton. Right? And therefore, X is equal to 128 by K. It is in meter. The value of K given is, and K is equal to 128 Newton per meter. Therefore, X is equal to 128 upon 128 is equal to 1 meter. So finally we got the extension in this spring is 1 meter. That is the answer. I wanted the extension in this, that we got. This problem I have solved by first method, right? When the observer was there on the earth, on the ground. Ground means it is the inertial frame of reference. अभी हम इसको दूसरे मेथड से सॉल्व करेंगे, दैट इज सेकेंड मेथड. सेकेंड मेथड. अब ये सेकेंड मेथड क्या है? यहां पर हमने ऑब्जर्वर का पोजीशन चेंज कर दिया, क्योंकि देखो वेलोसिटी, एक्सेलरेशन, डिस्प्लेसमेंट, all these vector quantities depend on the observer from where it is being observed. Right? The motion is being observed from certain frame of reference, then the value of that, physical quantity will be different. So here second method I am going to adopt, where the observer is in non-inertial frame of reference. Non-inertial frame of reference. अब ये नॉन इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस और इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस क्या है, इसके बारे में हम बहुत पहले चर्चा कर चुके हैं. अगर इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट प्रीवियस वीडियोस फॉर 1D और 2D, you will find what is inertial and non-inertial reference frames. So those frames means where the observer is standing and observing the motion. So those frames which are accelerated with respect to any other inertial reference frame. Such frames are called non-inertial reference frame. So here Earth is considered to be inertial frame of reference. So any frame which is accelerated with respect to Earth, that is non-inertial reference frame. So here see, this is the lift, this is the spring, mass is hanging, two masses A and B through a string. A string is massless and inextensible. Now, lift itself is moving with acceleration of 2 meters per second square in upward direction. Now, observer was here in the previous case. Now, I am keeping the observer in this frame. Now, you see, with respect to Earth, Earth is the inertial frame of reference. With respect to Earth, since it is accelerating, this lift is a non-inertial reference frame. Now the observer is in non-inertial reference frame. It means when I have to use Newton's laws of motion, mainly this second law, right? Here we have to use a pseudo force that will be taught to you later in circular motion and all that. Things will be explained, but pseudo force, because we have to use Newton's second law in such a frame which is accelerated with respect to the inertial frame, because Newton's second law is applicable in inertial frames only. If we have to use this for non-inertial reference frame, one pseudo force is being applied on the object, then it can be used for those observers as well. अब देखिए यहां पर since it is in non-inertial reference frame, ये भी एक्सेलरेशन से ऊपर जा रहा है, ये भी जा रहा है और ये भी जा रहा है. इन दोनों का एक्सेलरेशन डिफरेंट होगा. इसके लिए जैसा हमने प्रीवियस केस में बोला था कि पहले जो मेथड यूज किया था, इसका एक्सेलरेशन a1, इसका एक्सेलरेशन a2, बट सिंस इट इज इन इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट, दिस पार्ट इज इन इक्विलिब्रियम, इसमें स्ट्रेच हो गया है और ये इक्विलिब्रियम है, बट दिस इज मूविंग. सो इसके एक्सेलरेशन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ग्राउंड डिफरेंट हो सकते हैं, बट इसका एक्सेलरेशन विल बी अप 2 meters per second square. Acceleration of this observer is also 2 meters per second square. ये भी उसी एक्सेलरेशन से जा रहा है, ये भी इसी एक्सेलरेशन से जा रहा है, तो ये ऑब्जर्वर क्या बोलेगा? भाई पुली इज एट रेस्ट, बिकॉज बोथ आर मूविंग विद द सेम स्पीड, right? Same acceleration. Suppose you are sitting in a bus, another bus which is running parallel to your bus, your car, then the same direction with the same acceleration. So you will say, no, another car which is running parallelly with the same acceleration, that is at rest. With respect to you, that is at rest. Now, observer is here, right? And this frame is non-inertial reference frame, right? Now he is observing. So as I said, when observer is in non-inertial reference frame, तो वहां पर हर मासेस के ऊपर एक pseudo force लगता है, that is in opposite direction to the acceleration of the frame. अब pseudo force जो लगता है, application of pseudo force, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. pseudo force इस डायरेक्शन में लगेगा. इसका मास कितना है? 4 kg है, तो pseudo force लगेगा 4a डाउनवर्ड. इसका मास 8 kg है, तो pseudo force लगेगा 8a डाउनवर्ड लगेगा, because acceleration is in this direction, so pseudo force will act in this direction. और इसके ऊपर एक फोर्स ऑलरेडी है, that is 4g है. इसके ऊपर एक फोर्स है, that is 8g है. Now, with respect to this observer, pulley is at rest because both are moving with the same acceleration. With respect to this is at rest. It means ये क्या दिखेगा कि this is going up and this is coming down because mass of this is more than this. Are you getting my point? So this will be coming down and this will be coming up going up with respect to this observer, right? Let this acceleration is a1 and it is going with a1 upward because it is at rest with respect to observer. So acceleration, the constrained motion. So string is 1. So with the acceleration it is going up, with the same acceleration it will be coming down. But only thing we are supposed to do, we have to apply a pseudo force, and direction of pseudo force will be opposite to the direction of acceleration of the non-inertial frame. So this is non-inertial frame, it is going up with the acceleration a, इन दोनों के ऊपर downward pseudo force act करेगा. ये है concept. Rest of the things are easy. There are mathematical part. Physics lies up to this stage only. Physics lies there. Afterwards, applying the Newton's second law, net forces, then acceleration, then solving that. Those are the mathematical part. Because I am concerned with the physics part. Physics lies here. How the pseudo force is acting. Now, we will look at the solution. What we have to find? The extension in this, right? X is what? X is the elongation or extension. Elongation in the spring, right? Elongation in the spring, that is to be found out. So अब हम यहाँ पर क्या करेंगे? This is at rest with respect to observer. हमने pseudo force लगा दिया है. अभी इसके ऊपर हम इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन बना लेंगे, न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ यूज कर देंगे. लेट द टेंशन बी टी. हियर टेंशन विल बी सेम. दिस ऑब्जर्वर विल से that this is t and this is t. So we will make FBD of B first or A first, either of these two. This is coming down, this is going up. So net force acting downward is 8A plus 8G, and upward force is the tension, right? So we will write 8G plus 8A minus T, that is equal to mass of is 8 into A1. Downward force is more because it is coming down, so 8G plus 8A is more. It is the direction is taken as positive. This is negative I have taken. So upward free body diagram. This is more than this. So this is an acceleration in this direction. 8G plus 8A minus T is equal to 8A1. It is going up. T is more. T minus 4G minus 4A. Here T minus 4G plus 4A is equal to 4A1. Is it clear? So with the help of this, I will find T. So see, simplify this. Put the values and simplify. So I have taken G is equal to 10 meters per second square. And A is already 2. Put the values. Therefore, this is 1, this is 2. So 8 into 10 plus 8 into 2 minus T is equal to 8A1, right? And therefore we can write 80 plus 16 minus T is equal to 8A1. Therefore that is 96 minus T is equal to 8A1. That is equation number 3. Right? We will take up the second equation, and from equation number 2. Now it is mathematical part, right? It can be solved. So T minus 4 into 10 plus 4 into 2 is equal to 4A1. Therefore T minus, that is 48. Simply I will write 48 over here. 40 plus 8, that is 48 is equal to 4A1. It is equation number 4. We have got two equations. From that we can find value A1 and then we can find the value A. So from 3 and 4, 3 is 96 minus T is equal to 8A1, and here the T minus 48 is equal to 4A1. Add these two. So T and T will go. We will get how much? This is 48, isn't it? Is equal to 12A1. Therefore, A1 is equal to 48 by 12, that is 4 meters per second square. So we got acceleration A1 is equal to 4 meters per second square. Either of the equations, if you put the value of A1, we can get the value of T, right? Therefore, T is equal to how much? 96 minus 8A1, right? So that is equal to 96 minus 8 into 4. That is 96 minus 48 is equal to, that is equal to 96 minus 32 is equal to, that is 64 Newton. Therefore, T is equal to 64 Newton. This is the value of T we got. So, T is known, then this upward force by the spring, that is called the spring force, which is acting, that is Fs. T is equal to 64 Newton. This we got. Now, here on this spring, 2T force is acting down. So, Fs is equal to 2T, right? So, now, Fs, that is spring force, is equal to 2T. Because in equilibrium, extension is there, then spring extended, then pulley came down. So, now it is at equilibrium state. So, this 2T will be equal to Fs. And that is equal to 2 into 64, that is 128 Newton. And what is Fs? Fs is equal to K into the extension. Therefore, Kx is equal to 128. Therefore, what is K? Value of K is given 128 Newton per meter into extension, that is 128. Therefore, x is equal to 128 upon 128, that is 1 meter. So, x is equal to 1 meter. This is the answer. So, I have solved the same problem in two different ways. One, when the observer is in inertial frame of reference. Second, when the observer is in non-inertial frame of reference, that is in the lift itself. This is the observer is here. Observer. So, when the observer is in non-inertial reference frame, then a force acts on the object, which is called pseudo force, right? That will be taught to you later, but the concept I wanted to explain because I had taken this problem over here. So, since the concept was related to this problem, that is why I had taken this concept also. So, there are two ways of solving this problem. Okay, children. So, I will meet you next time again with the new concept of the spring forces. Till then, all the best. Take care of you. Be safe, be healthy, and be fit. Right? Take care.